Hi everyone, I'm back with a new practice. Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but the last few days for me have felt very up and down. Some days I feel like, oh, we got this, like we're doing all the right things, we're doing everything we have to do, this will all be over soon enough, we'll get back to normal life. And then, sometimes last night I just felt so overwhelmed. Um, with everything that's going on, with my responsibilities at home, my responsibilities with work, and just missing kind of social contact outside of my family. Um, and I'm sure we all have similar experiences right now, and I think it's really important um, to experience those feelings, to sit with them, to recognize them, and to know that that is your truth at that moment. And you can feel guilty for feeling anxious or worried or overwhelmed, but that doesn't really do anything. Yeah, just acknowledging our experience, acknowledging our feelings, and on the mat today, taking this opportunity to acknowledge what's going on in your body and your breath, sitting with whatever that may be, and experiencing your own truth, sitting in your own truth. So, we'll get started. So, you can grab a seat. Let yourself get comfortable. Maybe hands on the knees, and letting your eyes close. Taking a quick scan of the body, noticing what you experience here, the sensations that you're feeling, and without judging those sensations, without feeling guilty about anything, just noticing. And letting whatever you are noticing in this moment be something that influences your practice. Your hands can connect in a prayer at your heart. Breathing in for Om. Your eyes can stay closed as your hands melt down to your knees. With a breath in, the chest can puff open, shoulders sliding down the back. And with an exhale, round the spine, gently melting the chin towards your chest. Again, like this, front of the body lifts. Maybe the chin starts to lift. Inhaling, drawing chin to the chest, opening the back of the body. Exhaling. Last time, inhaling, filling up the front body. And exhaling, filling up the back body. Rising up to a long spine. Eyes can gently float open. And then bringing yourself down off of a prop, if you're sitting on a prop. Feet come to the floor in front of you. Hands down behind you. Inhale, lengthening the spine. And with an exhale, pressing into the hands and into the feet for an altar pose. Big breath in. And as you exhale, the hips release down to the mat. Sending both legs out in front of you. Draw the left knee in. Rotate out so the sole of the left foot connects into the right inner thigh. Arms reach high, breathing in. And as you exhale, it's a twist to your right. Right fingers to the earth behind you. Left hand can find the outside of the right thigh, using that hand to draw yourself a little bit deeper into that twist. As you exhale, release the twist, left hand to the floor behind you for a stargazer, lifting the hips. Send that right arm out long. And you can take a few circles with the arm, reaching the arm down, forward, and up. You can take that a few more times, maybe letting the eyes follow the fingers as the arm circles around. Bring the right hand down next to the left hand, squaring yourself to the back of your mat. Left knee is down. Right leg is reaching out long behind you. Let the right foot float off of the mat, heart reaching forward. With a breath out, draw the knee to the nose to the knee. Inhale, right heel back, heart stretching forward. Knee to nose, draw it in, exhaling. One more time like this, reaching out long, breath in. Draw everything in with a breath out. Knees together. And then it's a child's pose. Knees can walk wide and let the hips relax back to the heels. Forehead is heavy on the mat. Let your hips sink. With a breath in, start to walk the hands back toward the knees, rolling yourself up to sit. Maybe walking those knees a little bit closer together, paralleling through the thighs. Take the hands back behind you, fingertips to the earth, and there's a gentle puffing up of the chest. With an exhale, crawling back into your child's pose. Again, like this, walking the hands back, rolling up to sit, fingers down behind you. Maybe this time the hips start to lift off of the heels just a little. Exhaling, hips toward the heels, crawling back out, melting into that child's pose. One more time, rolling yourself up, fingers to the floor behind you. Your hips may lift just a little bit, or they may lift a lot, opening the front of the body. Exhaling, hips to your heels, crawling out onto hands and knees. Once you're on all fours, send the right arm up to the sky, looking up towards your right fingertips. Exhale, sliding the right arm under your left arm. Let the cheek and the shoulder relax onto the earth. Now you might stay here, or to take the shape a little bit deeper, you might bring the left hand on top of the right hand, pressing those palms together and gently leaning back into the space behind you, deepening that twist. Left hand down to the floor, right arm reaches back up to the sky, breathing in, top hand down, breathing out. Tucking the back toes under with an inhale. It's your first downward facing dog, letting the hips float, letting the head relax off of the neck, and give yourself some time to shift, to stretch, to wake up the body here in your first down dog. Breathing in and finding some stillness as you breathe out. Feel the knuckles at the base of each finger really grounding down, lengthening through the arms, through the back. One more big breath here. On an inhale, it's a plank pose, rolling yourself out long. Child's pose, hips back to the heels, releasing on an exhale. Looking forward, sliding all the way out onto your belly, pressing into the palms for a baby cobra. Inhaling, pressing back through all fours, downward facing dog. Exhaling. One big breath in here. As you exhale, gently lower the knees down to the mat, pointing the toes. Hips come down to the floor, circle the legs around in front of you. This time, the right knee bends, rotating out, sole of the right foot connecting into the left inner thigh. Sending the arms high, big breath in. And it's a twist to your left fingers to the earth, right hand finds the outside of the left thigh. Gentle gaze back over the left shoulder. Releasing the twist, right hand to the mat behind you. Stargazer, lifting up, send the left side body long. Then you can start to take some circles with that left arm. Maybe watching the fingertips as they go. And then bringing the left hand down next to the right hand. Squaring yourself to the front of the mat. Right knee is down. Left leg is stretching long behind you. With a breath in, float the left leg up, heart reaching forward. Exhale, knee to nose to knee, rounding in. Breath in, send it out long, heart forward. Exhale, drawing it in. Last time like this, reach it out long, breath in. Knee to nose, drawing it in, and then knees together. Sitting back for a child's pose, knees going wide, sinking the hips back, exhaling. Right away, rise up onto hands and knees. Find yourself on all fours. With an inhale, the left arm stretches to the sky, looking up toward the left hand. Sliding the left arm under the right arm, cheek and shoulder to the earth. You can stay here, or right hand can stack on top of the left hand, pressing the palms together to almost fall back into the space behind you. Right hand to the mat, press it down, unravel, send the left arm high. Inhale, all fours, exhaling. Toes tucked with a breath in, downward facing dog, breath out. Plank pose, inhaling, lowering the knees to the mat. Keep the toes tucked, bending the elbows, chest and chin into the space between your thumbs. Hips to the earth, lengthening the legs, pointing the toes, baby cobra. Traveling back through hands and knees, downward facing dog, exhaling. Breath in, right leg reaches high. Exhale, knee to nose, and gently step that foot forward between the hands. With an inhale, right arm reaches up to the sky. Looking up toward that right hand. On a breath out, top hand to the floor. Walk your hands to your left, turning your toes to face the long side of your mat. Coming up onto the fingertips, lengthening the spine, big breath in. As you exhale, melting the hands to the mat, dropping the head off of the neck. Prasarita Padottanasana, wide forward fold. The knees can soften, hips drop as you roll yourself all the way up to stand. Arms rise for a high prayer, breathing in. Hands meet at your heart, breathing out. Warrior two, turn your right toes out, bend the right knee, let the arms stretch wide. Shoulders are soft, hips are heavy. Flipping the palms for a peaceful warrior, right arm tips high, inhaling. Circling the hands down to the floor, downward facing dog. Big step back and staying here, long breath in. Long breath out. With an inhale, the left leg stretches high. Knee to the nose, softly stepping forward between the palms. Right hand down, left arm reaches high for your twist. With a breath out, left hand down, walk your hands to your right. Turn your toes to face the side of the mat. Soft forward fold, breathing in here. Exhale, bending the knees a little bit. Let your tailbone drop as you roll up, finding a long spine. Arms rise for a prayer. Breath in. Hands draw to the heart. Breath out. Turn the left toes forward, bending the left knee. Virabhadrasana 2. Find that steady focus out over your left fingertips. Flipping the palms for peaceful, send the left arm high, inhale it. Hands cartwheel down. This time the right foot softly steps forward to meet the left foot. Give your head a little shake out. Maybe let the knees wiggle out a little bit here. Breathing in. Exhale, softening the knees a little bit more. Tailbone drops as the spine unravels. Arms stretch high for a prayer. Breathing in. Hands to your heart. Releasing your arms by your sides. Tadasana. Breathing out. Arms rise for your prayer. Urdhva Hastasana. Hands draw through your heart, folding all the way over. Left foot steps back into a low lunge. Right arm to the sky for a twist. Breathing in. Top hand down. Walk your hands to your left. Turn your toes to face the side of the mat. Sweeping the arms high for a prayer. Inhaling. Warrior 2. Right toes turn out. Right knee bends. Peaceful. Tip the right arm high. Inhale. Circling the hands down to the floor. Downward facing dog. Exhaling. Plank pose on a breath in. You can have straight legs or lower the knees to the mat for more support. Elbows bend, lowering with control. Pressing into the palms, cobra pose. Downward facing dog. Exhaling. Right leg high on a breath in. Foot between the hands. Breath out. Back foot forward, long spine. Melting over the legs. Exhaling. Arms rise for your prayer. Breath in. Hands to your heart. Breath out. Sending the arms back up. Inhale. Diving forward. Uttanasana. Exhale. Right foot steps back into a lunge. Left arm to the sky for your twist. Breath in. Top hand down. Walk your hands to your right. Prasarita Padottanasana. Press into your feet. Sweep the arms high for your prayer. Warrior 2. Left toes turn out. Bending the left knee. Peaceful. Left arm high. Inhale. Cartwheel the hands down. Downward facing dog. Exhaling. Plank pose. Breath in. Straight or bent legs as the elbows bend and the body lowers. Point the toes, rising up, cobra. Downward facing dog. Exhaling. Left leg high. Breath in. Foot softly between the hands. Right foot forward, lengthening the spine. Bowing down. Exhale. Arms rise. High prayer. Hands to your heart. Exhale. Send it back up. Breath in. Bowing forward. Exhale. Left foot steps back on a breath in. Right arm to the sky. Look up toward the fingertips. Top hand down. Walk your hands to your left. Prasarita. Wide forward fold. Arms rise for a prayer. Inhale. Top of the mat. Warrior 2. Exhale. Peaceful. Right arm high. Circle those hands down. Step back into your plank. To your down dog. Plank on your inhale. You can add chaturanga or lower all the way down. Up dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. Right leg stretches high. Inhale. Stepping softly forward. Exhale. Left foot forward, long flat back. Melting over your legs. Arms rise. Catch your prayer and let that prayer collect at your heart. Send it back up. Inhaling. Melting forward. Exhaling. Right foot steps back. Left arm to the sky. Big breath in. Top hand down. Spin your toes to your right. Straddle forward fold. Rising up for a high prayer. Inhale. Top of the mat. Virabhadrasana 2. Left knee bends. Peaceful. Left arm sweeps high. Cartwheel the hands down. Downward facing dog. Exhaling. Plank on your breath in. Chaturanga or to the earth. Lifting the heart. Breath in. Down dog. Exhaling. Left leg stretches high.
Foot takes a big soft step forward. Right foot forward, long flat back, melting over the legs. Arms rise, high prayer. Hands meet at your heart. Exhale. Send it back up, breathing in. Folding forward, breathing out. Left foot back, heart is open, right arm reaches to the sky. Right hand down, turn your toes to your left, straddle fold. Rising up, high prayer. Top of the mat, warrior two, exhale. Peaceful, let it flow, breath in. Circle the hands down, this time stepping back to your plank, lowering halfway or all the way down. Rising, Urdhva Mukha, downward dog. Exhaling, big breath in, big breath out. Let the knees soften. Look forward, step or hop your way forward, flat back, inhale. Melting, exhale. Arms rise, breath in, draw it right through your heart, fold forward, breath out. Right foot back, left arm to the sky for your twist. Left hand down, walk your feet to the right, straddle fold. Rising up, high prayer. Top of the mat, warrior two, breath out. Peaceful, left arm sweeps high. Cartwheel it down, stepping back through plank, taking it through your vinyasa. All the way back, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Knees soften, look towards your fingertips, make your way to your hands with a breath out. Long spine. Releasing, heavy head. Arms rise, breath in, hands to your heart, breath out. Utkatasana, sit your way back into your chair pose. Deepening the breath. Inhaling. As you exhale, melting forward over the legs. Long, flat back, breath in. Bend your knees, plant your palms. You can step to plank or hop right back with bent elbows into your chaturanga. Rising, open heart. Downward facing dog. Breathing out. Inhale, right leg high. Step that foot forward between the hands. Virabhadrasana 1. Back heel down. Arms float high. Take a moment, find the stillness of the body, stillness of the mind. With an exhale, wing the arms back, reach the chest forward. Rising back up, warrior one, inhale. One more time, swing the arms back, reach the chest forward. The left arm reaches forward, up and around, lifting you into warrior two. Peaceful, right arm reaches high, inhale. Cartwheel it down, step the right foot back, plank through chaturanga. Inhaling and exhaling. Left leg high, breath in. Step that foot forward, warrior one. Inhaling, settling into it, exhaling. Feeling steady and strong on those 2 feet. With a breath out, swim the arms back, reach the chest forward. Pressing into the feet, rising up, warrior one. One more time, heart forward, arms stretching back. Right arm circles forward, up and around, Virabhadrasana 2. Peaceful, left arm tips high. Cartwheel the hands down, step your way back through your vinyasa. Following your breath. Downward facing dog. Right leg rises. Inhale. Step that foot forward for your warrior one. Breath in. Take that bow. Swim your arms back. Heart forward. Right away. Left arm reaches forward, up and around into warrior two. Peaceful. Right arm high. Stay there. Straighten the right leg. You're in a reverse triangle pose. Bringing yourself up through center. Shifting into Trikonasana, triangle pose. Left arm stretching high. Heart rising up toward the left fingertips. The left arm reaches toward the back of your mat and takes a big circle down, forward, and back up to the sky. 2 more times like that. You can watch the fingers as they go. Last time. This time, let it rise you back up and reverse that triangle. Right arm to the sky. Bend the right knee, elbow melting to the thigh for your extended side angle. If you want to take it deeper, your fingertips can definitely come down to the floor or to a block. Hands to the earth. Frame your right foot with your 2 hands. Lower the left knee and point the left toes behind you. Left hand down, right foot takes a big step to the back of the mat. Right arm reaches high, supported side plank. Getting really light through that right side body. Rising up onto the left knee, both arms to the sky. Right arm slides down the right leg, tilting toward the back of your mat for a gate pose. Both arms to the sky, come up to a vertical spine and bring your hands down to the earth right in front of you. The right arm peels open, looking up towards your right fingertips. And then slide the right arm under the left arm. See if that shoulder and cheek can soften down to the mat. Keeping the sole of the right foot grounding down. Pressing into that left hand. Right arm rises back up. And then take the right arm, eagle wrap it under the left arm and come up to stand on that left shin. Feel the tailbone dropping behind you, down toward the earth, pubic bone rising. One more big breath in. Exhale, hands back down to the floor. Plant into the palms. Lift the hips and step the left leg wide so you're back in that wide forward fold. Turning to the front of the mat, low lunge, left knee bends. Stepping right back through your plank, taking yourself through your vinyasa. Or if you need to leave the vinyasa out, feel free. Left leg high, inhale. Stepping forward, warrior 1, arms rise, breath in. Swinging the arms back, heart forward, breath out. Right arm takes a big circle up and around into warrior 2. Peaceful, left arm tips high, lengthening the left leg, reversing your triangle pose. Bring yourself up through center, shifting into triangle, left hand to the shin, right arm to the sky. Crown of the head reaching forward, tailbone reaching back in opposition. The right arm takes a big circle back, down, forward, and up. Again, take that circle, watch your fingertips as they go. Last time, big circle, let the right arm lift you up and back, reverse triangle pose. Left knee bends, left elbow to the thigh, or fingers to the mat for extended side angle. Right hand comes down. Take your hands to frame your left foot, lowering the right knee, pointing the right toes. Right hand down, left foot takes a big step to the back of the mat for your supported side plank. Sole of the left foot finding connection with the earth. As you breathe in, rising up onto the right knee, both arms to the sky. Left arm slides down the left leg for your gate pose. Coming back up to a vertical spine, both arms to the sky. Hands down to the floor directly in front of you. Sorry about the angle. Left arm reaches to the sky, breathing in. Left arm slides under the right arm, letting your cheek and your shoulder relax down to the earth. As you twist to the right, see if you can keep the sole of the left foot really grounded. Pressing into the right hand, left arm back up to the sky. And then take the left arm, eagle wrap it under the right arm, rising back up onto that right knee. Spine is long. Inhaling. Exhaling, hands to the earth. Plant the palms, lift the hips, and step the right foot wide, coming to your straddle. Top of the mat, right knee bends, breathing in. Walk it back, plank pose, vinyasa, or straight to downward facing dog. And once you find yourself in down dog, take a few deep breaths. Soften the knees, look forward, make your way to your hands with a long exhale. Flat back. Utkatasana, sit back into your chair. Breath out. As you inhale, left leg rises toward the chest. As you breathe out, warrior three, kicking the left foot back, heart forward. Left hip spiraling down. Feet together, rise to a high prayer. Inhaling, chair pose, sitting it back. Exhale, we'll do that 2 more times with a little more flow. Left leg to the chest, breathing in. Warrior three, breathing out. Feet together for your prayer. Urdhva Hastasana, chair pose, sit it back. Exhaling. 1 more time, left leg lifts. Inhale. Warrior three, exhale. High prayer, step it together, sweep it up. Chair pose, exhale. Now stay in this chair for a big breath in. Hands to the heart, and take a twist to your right. Left elbow hooking over the right thigh, heart spiraling up to your thumbs. Folding forward, letting your upper body release. Soften your knees. Big step back with your left foot. Left knee lowers. Toes point. Arms rise for your low crescent lunge. Breathing in, hands find a prayer at your heart. Breathing out, it's a twist to the right again. Left elbow over the right thigh, just like you had in your chair twist. You can either stay here with your back knee on the mat, or you can play with tucking the back toes and extending the back leg. Exhaling, hands come down, framing the right foot. Walk your hands out in front of you a little bit as you shift your weight onto your right foot. Left leg rises for a standing split. Now, if the floor is a little far away, you might take something, maybe blocks, maybe just some books or whatever you have underneath your hands, bringing the floor up to meet you. On your next exhale, both knees bend. Left knee tucks in behind the right foot, and the hips come down to the mat. Either staying here or straightening your left leg if that helps you get really even on both sitting bones. Arms rise, inhaling. Right fingers to the mat, left elbow to the knee, and it's a big spiral back. over your right shoulder. Twisting to the left, softly lowering the hands, releasing the head. And rolling yourself back up to sit. Feet to the earth in front of you, hands down behind you. Big breath in here. And as you breathe out, sending the hips high. Deep inhale. Big exhale through your mouth. One more time. Take something in. Let something go. Hips soften to the floor. Cross your ankles. Roll over your shins. Make your way back through a vinyasa. Or you can always step back to a downward facing dog. And that's where we'll meet for a few deep breaths. Softening the knees, looking forward, making your way to your hands with a step or a float. Long, flat back. Inhale. Chair pose. Right away. Sink it back. Exhale. Pressing into the feet. Right leg floats toward the chest. And it's warrior 3. Sending the right leg back. Crown of the head forward. Low belly drawing up to help widen the low back and support the shape. Feet together, high prayer. Breathing in. Right back into your chair pose. Utkatasana. Exhale. Right leg rises toward the chest. Long spine. Warrior 3 pose. Lengthening the whole body. Feet together, arms sweep high. Breathing in. Chair pose. Breathing out. Last time, right leg floats. Breath in. Shoot it back. Breath out. High prayer. Reach it up. Inhale. Chair pose. Exhaling. Stay here. Big breath in. Hands to the heart. And taking your twist to your left. With an exhale, folding forward, releasing the hands and the head. Shake it out. Soften the knees. Right foot takes a big step back. Right knee down. Right toes point. Both arms reaching to the sky for your low crescent lunge. Breathing in, hands connecting at the heart. Breathing out, twisting over your left shoulder. Again, you can stay here. You can also play with tucking the back toes and extending the back leg. As you exhale, hands release down to the floor. Walk the hands out in front of you, shifting the weight forward, standing split. Really let that upper body hang heavy, allowing the right leg to float in opposition. Exhale, both knees bend, right knee in behind the left ankle. Sitting bones coming down to the floor, straightening or keeping the right knee bent, your choice. Arms rise, breath in, and taking a twist to your left as you breathe out. Exhaling, hands over to the right, counter twist. Rolling up to sit. Both legs out long in front of you. Flexing the feet, sitting up high on the sitting bones. Arms down by your side, belly drawing up, crown of the head is rising. Take the hands back behind you just a step, digging the heels down, pointing the toes, rising up through the hips. Big breath in, hips to the earth, breath out. Cross your ankles, roll over your shins, making your way back through one last vinyasa, or right back to downward facing dog. Breathing in, child's pose as you breathe out. Let yourself really soften in this child's pose. And again, taking a moment to really check in, to be honest about your experience of your physical body, of your breath, of your mind, of your emotions. Whatever's coming up, really letting yourself sit with it, letting yourself fully experience it. On your next breath, you can roll yourself all the way up to sit. Bringing your hips down to the floor, circling the legs around in front of you, rolling yourself down onto your back. Once you're on your back, placing the soles of the feet onto the floor, knees pointing up to the sky. Big breath in here as you exhale, pressing into the palms, pressing into the feet, hips and thighs reaching up toward the sky. Taking your hands together behind you, interlacing the fingers, walking the shoulder blades in to lift the heart. Then exhale, gently releasing the hands, taking your time to roll yourself down onto your back. Keep your feet where they are, a little windshield wiper action with the knees side to side. One more back bend, so you can repeat your bridge pose, or if you want to move into full wheel, hands come down next to the head, and then you press the floor away to lengthen the arms. Whatever shape you find yourself in this moment, let yourself breathe. If you're in full wheel, chin to the chest. If you're in bridge, release the fingers. Everyone take your time to roll down onto your back. Keeping your feet where they are. One more time, gentle rock, side to side. Both knees fall over to the left side of the mat on your next breath. Taking the arms out wide in a T and letting your head turn to the right. Your gaze can be soft, maybe your eyes float closed. Taking this opportunity to check in, to be honest, to be truthful about where you are. Legs back through center, breathing in. Knees to the right, and head to your left. Drawing yourself back onto your back. Knees to your chest. You can hug the knees in. You might just stay here, taking a few deep breaths, or maybe there's some movement side to side. And a few rocks and rolls up and down the spine, rolling from head to tail. And eventually rocking yourself all the way up to sit, crossing your ankles. And it's downward facing dog here. So maybe there's a vinyasa that you want to move through. Kind of washing everything out. Maybe it's a gentle journey back to that down dog. Right leg high, breathing in. Right shin draws forward for a pigeon pose. Setting the shin across the top of the mat. Letting the hips get heavy. Feel free to pad under the right hip if it's a little far away from the mat. Breathing in, lengthening the spine. Breathing out to make your way out over that right leg. And letting the body get as heavy as possible here. Heavy through the arms, through the hands, through the head, through the hips, through the front of that left thigh. And letting the breath deepen here. Letting that lengthening, that deepening of the breath start to slow and focus the mind. Walking yourself back, finding that long spine, left toes tucking under, sliding the right foot back to meet the left foot for your last downward facing dog. Maybe this down dog gets a little juicy here, evening out through the hips. Last time, left leg high, breath in. And it's pigeon on the second side. Left shin drawn forward, right leg lengthening, hips heavy, spine long, breathing in, and then crawling out over your left leg as you breathe out. Remembering that whatever experience you're having, whatever truth you're experiencing in this practice today, it's only today. So maybe the things that don't feel so great can change. The things that do feel great might also change. So we realize that nothing is permanent, and everything eventually passes. And we just have to keep reevaluating. Where am I now? Rolling yourself up to sit. If you have any props under the hips, moving them out of the way, sitting both hips down, legs around in front of you. Long spine, sitting up high on the pelvis. Feet flex, arms rise, breathing in And it's a big reach out over your legs, melting forward into Paschimottanasana. So your truth, your experience, there are some things that aren't going to change. But so much of our experience changes day to day, depending on our mood, depending on our bodies, depending on how we slept, on our experience, on whether we got to spend some time in the sun, rolling yourself up to sit. Finding a comfortable position to sit for a few breaths. Maybe crossing the ankles, maybe sitting up on a prop if it feels good. And just letting the hands relax, letting the knees soften away from the hips, and letting the eyes close. So whatever discomfort you experience, it's temporary. Whatever positive feelings, whatever comfort, whatever joy, whatever happiness you experience is also temporary. The only place we can be is right here, right now. You're welcome to stay sitting here in meditation for as long as you'd like. Whenever you're ready to take your Shavasana, you can roll yourself down. Take a nice long Shavasana if you can. Thank you so much for your presence, for your energy, and for your practice. Namaste.